Time now to take a look at explosive results from company AECI. They released their numbers this morning. With me for a closer look at this phenomenal performance is Chief Executive Mark Dytor. Good to have you with us as always.
It's always good to be here.
And congratulations on the sterling performance in the numbers. Shareholders very impressed with you, pushing the share price up again today, obviously on the back of the special dividend.
Yes, and we would expect that from the special dividend. I think they were quite pleased to hear that. I think some of them were very surprised. We were intimating to the market that we were considering because we had all the cash coming in from the land sale. So yeah, we've been able to give something back, and shareholders are happy right now. And we're also happy with the results. A very good performance in extremely difficult economic circumstances.
Before we get into your diversification strategy, tell us how difficult the South African market is. You did make mention of the Eskom crisis. You know, it's the ongoing strikes that did impact on your numbers. On a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, I think it was probably 3 or 4. it was, and we got hit by a couple of fronts. So the first one was the longest ever strike in the platinum industry. That took a toll of about 300 million rands with a profit on our bottom line. And then of course we had the commodity prices plummeting. So of course what we find in this circumstance, mines do cut back. Their stripping ratios are reduced, which means they use less explosives and ultimately also less chemicals, which is not good news for us. Also, Eskom, I think, is not helping us either. I think there's lots of concern. That middle market, which is an important market to us, it really relies on power. And of course, if they can't manufacture, we can't sell chemicals into that sector. And of course, we're also having a look at our own installations that we need power to run and manufacture. So it's difficult times. I think we're a long way through the woods. It has a negative impact on overseas investment because we're not seeing any new manufacturing coming into South Africa right now. So we've got some challenges, and I think we've been able to strategize and diversify the business around those challenges and been able to come up with a real good result.
It almost seems as though you're taking your lead from the bigger diversified players. Glencore, BHP moving out of the South African market and trying to streamline things, and you following suit by going into Australia now.
Yeah, we've been pioneering into Africa. That was really, we've been there for approximately 20 years now. A lot of lessons, a lot of growth opportunities, and we're there. This continent is where our key point where we're going to play. However, we've moved across into Indonesia. We've done a great job in the Indonesia market. The mining contractors there, customers are happy. And what they've ultimately done is pull us into Australia. So we've signed up a 5-year deal now with TIS, probably the largest mining contract in the world. And we've started blasting on 4 of their mines as we speak. So we're quite happy about that. We'll sell about 55,000 tons of explosive there this year. So we've got all the licenses. So it is an opportunity, and customers are pulling. That's most important. Customers are pulling us in and asking us to provide them the service.
Are the customers also taking you to South America?
Yes, they are. South America, a little bit more difficult. We have established a Chilean office. We've got a Brazilian office. We're really looking for a good acquisition to enable us to manufacture explosives and chemicals locally. So that we've been trying for the last 2 years. We've had a lot of companies we're targeting. Multiples are quite high, and the barriers to entry are quite high in that Brazilian sector. But I'm sure something will break in the near future.
Why is it so difficult there? As you mentioned, the multiples are quite high.
Yeah, a lot of family businesses that's been there for a long time, and a lot of them have big market shares, and of course, and they also have a lot of import taxes. So you can't just tomorrow decide you're going to export a whole lot of chemicals, explosives into that industry. You have to be there, you have to produce locally, so there's a lot of barriers to entry.
Why not go it alone?
We are, but it does take a longer route in terms of getting the right license. Explosive licenses are really done at a national level, a government level, so you really have to jump through a lot of hoops, and actually the process takes too long. Our priority has been Australia, but you can guess that LATAM is probably next on our list.
Exactly. Looking forward to it. Mr. Dytor, thank you so much for your time. Unfortunately, we've run out of time, but always a pleasure having you with us in studio.
Excellent. Good to be here. Thank you.
And that was AECI Chief Executive Mark Dytor.